Hello it's me. It's my photography journal entry for Sunday morning, March the 14th. It is 03:10 hours. Even though this is part of my photography video journal, I have a channel on YouTube that belongs to what they call part of the tactical community. And some of the videos that I've left posted online, I don't put anything on there that has anything to do with my photography. Nonetheless, I have mentioned in a couple of videos that I do open carry here in California, and I've gotten a lot of questions about that, and also from you fellow photographers. So I'm going to post this in my journal and on my channel that's part of the YouTube tactical community. Open carry here in California. Here's what it boils down to. I am actually 100% illegal right now. Magazine. Now, to open carry in California, you have to unload it open carry. To get a concealed carry permit in California, it depends upon the county you live in. Some are very friendly, shall issue counties. Other counties are very anti. You get like Los Angeles County, where this is being taped from. I'm in the city of Altadena, California, just a stone throw from Pasadena, California. Most people are probably familiar with that town, with the Rose Parade and such. Literally stone's throw from Pasadena. I'm in an area called Eaton Canyon, and LA County, and they're trying to even ban the sale of ammunition. But as usual, I digress. To get concealed carry, again, it depends upon the county, but I want to speak about unloaded open carry. Now, there's a lot of people who would immediately go, "You're carrying an unloaded gun? What, are you stupid? You're just asking for trouble." That is the most stupid. There's two camps, you know, people that say that it's fine and dandy to do. There's other people who say you're an absolute idiot if you unloaded open carry. I understand both sides of the argument. I truly do. Here's the thing, I can circumvent the system, you know, rent an apartment in a issue-friendly county for a few months and then go ahead and apply for a concealed carry permit there, because optimally that's what I would prefer. It's concealed carry, not open carry, especially not unloaded carry. But I am a law-abiding citizen, and I'm choosing not to circumvent the system. Unloaded open carry, is it stupid? That's the bottom line. You're just asking for trouble. Perhaps. Just like anything else, practice, you train. It's people who conceal carry with practice, they can draw from concealment and present within about the same time. If they were open loaded carrying, where they could draw from their hip, they can draw from concealment darn near as close as they could if they were drawing from an open carry. With practice, you can really get fast drawing from concealment. You can get darn close to drawing from. Some people can even get just as fast as drawing from open with enough training. And people who disagree with the unloaded open carry argument, what they seem to forget is that the same thing goes with unloaded open carrying. With lots of practice, lots of training, you can, you know, this, I got 130 lumen light staring at me here. My night vision is blown, so I'm not going to pull my weapon right now, but you can, with practice, draw, load, put the weapon into battery by the time you're at presentation. Me personally, I'm about 1.25 seconds slower drawing unloaded from my hip than I am drawing loaded. To grab that front sight and have it on target, it takes me about an average of 1.25 seconds longer to actually load and have presentation. Now, of course, there's the argument, well, what if it's close quarter? What if it's hand to hand and you have to draw and boom, 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 shoot from here? Well, yes, that's true. And there's also the argument that immediately comes to mind, well, it takes you 1.25 seconds longer, you know, every second, that can be the difference between life and death. Absolutely true. I agree with you 100%. But as the old saying goes, I'd rather have a gun and not need it than need and not have it. Me personally, I am willing to take the gamble. I'm willing to bet that 1.25 seconds is not going to make the difference. If, God forbid, I ever had to point a gun at another human being, or even at an animal, that's mostly why I carry it, because I'm out a field like this. There's mountain lion around, there's puma, rabid coyote. Coyote is the sissy of the canine world, even more sissy than a skittish little, what do they call those damn things? The chihuahuas. But you get a rabid one and they can be quite aggressive. So anyway, back to the story of unloaded open carry. I don't see a problem with it as long as you train, practice. Slow and smooth will make you fast. Nice and slow, get that muscle memory going, and you'll be a little slower than you would loaded open carry. You'll probably be about the same speed as you would from concealed carry. So is it asking for trouble? I don't know. And there's many more arguments that go along with it. But yeah, I do unloaded open carry, and some of the videos that I've posted might have made it seem that I do so on a daily basis. I'm a limited light, low light photographer, a guerrilla photographer. I take pictures in situations where I really shouldn't be. I put myself in danger. That's why I carry. So it's not like I do it on a daily basis. And many of my photo shoots that I go on, I do not carry. It's when I'm a field like this is when I choose to, or when I'm in a neighborhood. I do a lot of architecture photography. Maybe I'm in a neighborhood that's, I'm looking at some older architecture, and maybe a 5'9½", 40-something white boy is really not welcome around there. Carrying $20,000 worth of camera gear on my back, just neon sign, victim, victim, victim. Now don't get me wrong, I would never ever draw down on somebody to protect my property. If someone wants to mug me for my gear, my lighting equipment or whatever, they can have it. That's fine. Unless it's some really far out situation like a SHTF or world without rule of law kind of thing, and Armageddon comes and collapses society. Unless it's something like that where I got to protect me and my own and whatever property we have, we need to survive. Other than that, I would never ever use possibly lethal force over property. I cannot afford to replace my camera gear. It's not insured, but they can have it. That's fine. I'm not going to. And in California, you can protect property with lethal force, believe it or not. But I would choose not to. No, they can have it. But it's, it's a last line of defense kind of thing. So again, on the topic of open carry, if you practice and train to get it where it's smooth and quickly, you can run about the same time as you would run drawing from concealment. So it's really not that big of a thing as long as you have your situational awareness, you have your head about you, and have some type of retention on your holster. I only run a simple thumb brake. You might choose to run a level 3 type retention, who knows? But don't run a straight open holster. I do recommend running straight open for your magazines, because when you want to strip a magazine, as you come up and load and present, you don't want to be fumbling with snaps or any type of retention there. That's just my personal preference. Talk to your instructor. If you don't have a professional instructor, that's fine. Self-training, there's nothing wrong with it. Just make sure you train, okay? And I've taken a lot of professional training, and every single one of my professional instructors has said being self-trained is fine. Nobody needs professional training, really, as long as you don't take your cues from Hollywood. Don't jerk off to Rambo, watch this Born Supremacy or Die Hard or whatever, and think that's how real life is, because it's not, okay? Realistic, real life, self-trained is absolutely fine, but train, practice. And I also recommend carrying 2 magazines. When you get that adrenaline dump, if you ever did have to draw, if you happen to fumble and drop one, you strip another and go right into that muscle memory thing. Don't practice fumbling and dropping one, then drawing another. Don't practice that, okay? But do carry 2 in case you fumble while you're loading. And that's about it. This is my video journal entry for Sunday, March the 14th, 2011. Not getting much photo work done tonight. The marine layer rolled in and kind of messed up my moonlighting that I was counting on. So that's going to be about it. I'm going to head back to the apartment. Everybody take care. And again, practice, practice, practice. My fellow photographers, if you're not into firearms, maybe you happen to own one and decide that you're going to open carry too, practice. Get to the range, get some range time, get some trigger time, and practice doing that draw. Unloaded. Don't use some snap caps, okay? Don't use snap caps. Tape a target up on the side of your safe or something like that. Just if you have to do it at home, just train safely, okay? To my fellow photographers, I'm going to post this on my website in the tactical community, the Second Amendment Show. My fellow firearms guys, you already know all this stuff. Some people are going to disagree with me about the topic of open carry, and I'm going to touch on this a bit more later. This light I've got shining to me is ruining my night vision, and it's just a little too dangerous, so I'm going to cut this short. Take care, all.